you doing, everybody? This is Sleep, member of Memes and Dreams and Quantum of Robocraft, talking to you, and it's Saturday. That means it's more tower defense stuff. Today we're going to be playing some Dungeon Defenders too. There was a big update that just hit this game. I hadn't touched it in like 2 months. So we're going to go do some shard farming. Now, if you've never heard of this game, good. No, it's a very fun tower defense game, and we're just going to go have a good time. I am going to try to farm some fancy schmancy defense rate shards. Those drop in Chaos 4. So we're gonna go try to get some. Now we're gonna do my favorite map to just farm for it, which is the Bazaar. It's a really laid back map. Really straightforward, really simple. Gonna have a good time. Gonna talk about some stuff, and that's gonna be the video for today. So if you haven't played a Dungeon Defenders game, it's a class-based tower defense builder. Each hero that you can play has different defenses. Some of them have no defenses. They have extra abilities. And yeah, so we have a bunch of stuff that's trying to get in, trying to be cheap, trying to sneak into our homes, take our stuff. But we're not going to let that happen. So we have my weapon manufacturer builder here. This is Series EV2. Very fun, because Series EV and the original Dungeon Defenders was awesome. So in this one, it's just as good. Put down these nodes. That'll kill almost everything. I hit the wrong button. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I am the most depressed. What are you? Are you my Flame Warrior guy? You are my Flame Warrior guy. Okay. I forgot I had a Flame Warrior guy. I'm not gonna lie. It slipped my mind for a moment. But, yeah. Building, very simple in this game. You should be Skyguard, Monk. Or you're LSA. You're one of the two. Skyguard. Cool. Each class has different towers that they put down. Each tower does different things, and sometimes you have to use very specific ones. There's cannabis. There's my monetization gone for this video. No. Where's my PDT? I actually have to get a new relic. Well, I don't have to get a new relic. I have to remod that relic because my PDTs used to have water damage added on, and that is no longer a thing that you can do with this last update, because now they do poison damage. So yeah, no more fun times. We good? I think we're good. So this is the game. I am very much over geared and over leveled for this. You can see, I'll describe the game to you while we're letting the defenses do their thing. Right? It's a tower defense game. Everybody kind of knows what this stuff is. So I'm playing this character right here is the Huntress. Obviously, bow, long range stuff, has traps, is not a trap. Can confirm, not a trap. But this game is, again, class-based. So you have like 4 main classes. You have an apprentice, a monk, a squire, and the Huntress. Those are your 4 main ones. The apprentice, mage dude. Monk. Huntress, you can see here, squire, knight. Each one has different towers. This Huntress usually has traps and has 1 tower, that being the Poison Dart Tower you see right there. Monk has a bunch of auras, those being the Flame Auras you see there, and a Skyguard Tower. The Squire has weird towers, like a Cannonball Tower, a Barricade, which stuff will usually hit. It pretty much forcefully draws aggro. Oh, boss, we got Roller. Alright. So it typically forcefully draws aggro from enemies, except for the Lady Orcs, which are an enemy you'll see here occasionally. The Apprentice has basically all towers and 1 barricade as well. Flamethrower Tower is really good. Earth Shatter Towers are really good. Where they were, I'm not sure where they rank now in current meta. They used to be really strong with a mod setup that was possible. I don't know if it's still possible, but it was a really good time. What else is possible in this game. We have added classes, of course. You can see the Series EV is not one of the defaults. The Series EV puts down a bunch of nodes, which function similarly to traps or auras. What other? Barbarian. Barbarian is this buff burly man, who I think I actually just got stuck in a wall. That's unfortunate. But yeah, Barbarian's this guy. He has no tower defenses. He's just a bunch of abilities that he can use. And I have to wait for this thing to get through all the crowd control so we can kill it. The weak point of this boss is its butt. It is a very, very shiny red thing. And as we all know from that Sony press conference at E3 so many years ago, attack its weak point for massive damage. So, Series EV, traps, and nodes. We have an Abyss Lord, who's a summoner. He has a bunch of towers. Some of them are really neat. Some of them are not so neat. The ones that are not so neat being the Skeletal Archer. Not great. You had the Dryad, who used to be like the best character until they reworked Crit, and now the Dryad is meh. But the Dryad has towers and traps, which are kind of a weird combo, but they worked really well. What else do we have going on? We have a couple gender bends. There's an Adept, who's a female apprentice and has different abilities in one different tower. There's the Initiate, genderbent monk, who has the same towers, but one different ability. Or it might be two different abilities. Some really interesting classes. You can unlock everything just by playing the game. You don't have to spend a dime on it. It's a free-to-play game. I have a bunch of flares on my character. All of these you can get perfectly legit by just playing the game. Like, the wings are from hitting a certain onslaught floor. The halo is from doing a Easter egg. The aura and the feet aura are also from onslaught. And I'm waiting for him to come through again. Of course we are. But other than that, it's a pretty standard tower defense game, right? You see the lanes where enemies are going to spawn, you build defenses, and you break them down. So let's look at the UI. Obviously, my face is covering part of the minimap. I apologize. I did not properly position myself, and it's too late now. We're stuck like this. But you can see above me, there's this green bar that says 760 out of 800. Those are defense units. That's how many defenses you can build. Each unit has, or each defense has a cost. If you look down here at the bottom right, that way, you'll see that my 5 has a green 20 next to it. My 7 has a green 40. Those are defense unit costs, as well as green mana cost to place. I cannot place a blaze trap. That is number 8, because we do not have enough defense units left. What else is going on? Let me think. Other than all of that, with this game, it's a pretty straightforward affair, right? You can do hero damage by attacking. Heroes have different abilities. Abilities have different effects. This is not a tutorial series. This is me farming for stuff. Legendary, what you got? Bad mods. At least bad mods for me. Holding shift, by the way, shows all the tower ranges. My stuff is fairly well done. I played this game for a while. Other than that, where's Lady Orc? Oh, she's dead. Never mind. Other than that, game's pretty straightforward. It's relaxing whenever you get to high tiers, like whenever you're high tiers and you come down to farm low tiers like this. It really de-stresses you. Takes just even AFK most of the time. And there was a big update that just hit where we can finally buy the shards that we want. Shards go in your relics to make your defenses better, right? My flame aura is massive because of a shard I have in it. My weapon manufacturers are massive. This range on this tower I actually don't think is massive, because that's probably massive because of Ascension. The Skyguard Tower's range is absolutely massive. That should not normally be the case. And we don't have Dark Assassins in Chaos Force. This is really nice. I don't have to worry about stuff hopping on me from across the map. It's awesome. Where is... Okay. I was going to say, it says we had 2 left, but we would just have 1. waiting for this guy to come over. So I could give like detailed character breakdowns, but I really don't know how much interest there will be for that. This is really just a tower defense game through and through. And how do I feel like it? Normally, you would just press G to go on and replay the map, because you can, and it's really straightforward like that. But it would mess up my auto sort if I did that. So I let everything come down, and then I press G. And then I click replay. You can see I finished a daily mission. So we have like two types of currency. You have gold and you have defender medals. Defender medals are the freemium currency. Gold is the normal currency. And then you have gems, which are the premium currency. So you can earn defender medals by completing daily missions, by completing weekly missions, or by completing the campaign. You'll get a chunk for that. You also get a chunk of gems for doing that. Other times you'll get defender medals for doing, let me go through my inventory real quick, for doing mastery mode. Like, look, there's a hyper shard, Thunderstruck. Used to be really, really important, and then they changed the game. Where did everything go? In here? Oil spill, not a good shard. Enduring lash, also not a good shard. Let's look at mod levels. Nothing. Oh wait, you're an ampoule. And you are a shiny moat. And then I will sell everything else. At least in this bag. Let's go, let's look at the other bag. Oh, you don't have anything anyway. Sell it all. And then there's poop. Okay. So, we'll do one more round of this, and then we'll call it a video. But this game is made by Chromatic. It used to be called Trendy. They made the original Dungeon Defenders game, which was a hell of a lot of fun. And now they're making Dungeon Defenders Awakened after it got funded on Kickstarter, which is an Unreal Engine 4 remaster of Dungeon Defenders 1, which I am very, very excited for, but I'm not going to get too hyped for because, you know, I've never liked getting hyped for a game and getting burned. The last game I ever got hyped for was Elder Scrolls Online. Everyone knows how that was at launch. It's not a good game. It was not a good game. The music was great. That was about it. But that's, you know, Jeremy Soule being Jeremy Soule. Yeah. So build your defenses. Do your normal things. Life goes on with this game, and it's a very relaxing affair. You'll see yourself just AFKing a bunch at high levels because you're just after a couple of things. Like, all I want, right? All I'm after is a defense rate. That's all I want. Can I get one? Please. Please, sir. Please, sir. Do we need a skyguard? I don't think we do. I'll sit here and I'll shoot at air stuff if I need to. I think this PDT should have it covered, though. But yeah, that's where we are currently with this game. It feels like a Twilight stage, but Chromatic has said that they will continue to update it and keep it going. Obviously, this last update that last update before this was in like December, so this was, you know, 4-month, almost 5-month break from updates, and then we got where we are now. So we got this big update. This happened after a change of management, which most people were happy for. That looks weird. Never mind. Don't worry about me. I'm saying weird things. So we had some stuff that took away some of the grind, but also kept you needing to grind. Here are my missions. I'm just not really caring about doing them right now. I probably will knock them out, if not today, tomorrow, because you can buy shards now. Thank God, because shards are RNG. You open up those packs, and there's a giant pool of them. And whether or not you get the shard you're after is RNG. And you can open up 100 packs and not get the shard you're after. And that takes a long time to get 100 packs. So, you know, I'm glad that they allowed us to take out some of the grind for it. I don't like the price. The price is really steep to buy the shards. It's 1,000 defender medals, which is like 2 dailies. 2 dailies. Or it's 1 600 daily, which I don't think they have. They have like 500 dailies, I think. I don't know, let's look. 450. I think 450. I think is the cap on dailies. They have 450 dailies, so you'd have to do one of those and then grind a ton. You get like 28 defender medals per map that you clear, like this, per expedition map you clear. But it's, you know, clearing maps. You can see I'm doing 2, and this will be done in about like 25 minutes or so. 2 maps, 25 minutes, 50 for about half an hour. That's a lot of grind, bro. That's a lot. That's what, 10 hours? Right? So 50 for a half hour, and then I want, you know, to make up for the ones I'm missing. But it's a lot of grinding in this game. If you've played games where you have to min-max everything to get very far, which this game is, especially in Onslaught, where stuff has mutators, so it becomes really, really specific and specified, and what you have to do and what you can use on certain enemies and what enemies spawn and all that. It becomes a pain in the butt. It really does, and they changed the scaling of Onslaught, which I'm grateful for and annoyed by, because I've been at floor 94 for, I don't even know how long. 5 months? 6 months? Floor 94 just keeps kicking my ass. I don't have luck with the mutators. You know, I get to boss wave, I can get all the way to the Omega wave, a level or a floor 94, and I can't beat it. I don't know what it is. I can't break through. But the game has a lot of end game. It has a lot of grind. You can put a lot of time into it. I have put a lot of time into it, and you still might not see everything. So, you know, that's one of the, I guess, selling points of the game. There's a lot of replayability. Some people might say it's too replayable. You know, you have too much grind in it. I would agree on some points that not everybody's down for these really, really grind-heavy games. I understand that. Sometimes, though, grind games are fun if you have just a bunch of time to kill. Like, I used to set these maps up while I was doing homework during my summer classes last year. I would set this up, and I would go read, 5-6 pages per wave. I know you're thinking, right, waves are really fast. How do you read 5-6 pages? Typically, I would have someone else here, and they would just G up, and they'd tell me to G up, so I'd just reach over and slap the keyboard after I was done, and that would take care of it for me, which, nice. Having a friend play a game with you is always great. Typically, you would have sound on. I don't play games with sound on. And I know. I like the sound of my own music more than I like in-game music. Sue me. Okay? All you game developers who make awesome soundtracks, I've listened to them for so long that I just get bored of them. Okay? I've heard RoboCraft's music for, almost 700 hours. I don't need to hear more of it. I've heard this game's music for, I think, close to 300. I really don't need to hear more of it. Don't get me wrong, I love Etheria. I love the world that Dungeon Defenders is. But the music, man, I get tired of the music. And I get tired of sound effects, too. These guys make all kinds of crazy noises. Sounds like the Covenant from Halo. The grunts. All the noises they make. Speaking of Halo, actually, but it's seamless transition. Master Chief Collection coming out on PC. We still don't know when, but I have talked to a couple other members of Memes and Dreams. We will probably be doing a full run through of co-op campaign of the entire thing. So if you are excited for that, let me know. If you want to see that, let me know. If you don't, odds are it's going up anyway. Sorry, that's just the way the world works. We got together, we said this would be really fun. We should totally do it. So that's the plan. And I'm kind of excited for it. I haven't played a Halo game on PC since high school, but that was Halo 1. And we played that with our computer science teacher. And he would literally, if we killed him, would open up a bat file that he had made to shut down all the computers in that classroom. That was really fun. Sharb, if you're out there somehow and you find this video, we love you. Enjoy your retirement. You deserve it. But you didn't handle losing in Halo very well. Yeah, we're on final wave here. Again, I just AFK farm most of the time in this game. It's a very good tower defense game. I would say. It doesn't feel like it's cheap. It doesn't feel like it's unfair. It doesn't feel like you're being screwed too much, except for on RNG. But what game with RNG drops have you not felt screwed in? Play Diablo, you play, Path of Exile, all that, like Borderlands, RNG screws everybody, bro. Everybody. So, if you're not a fan of the random number generator, I don't know why you're still playing games. They're in everything. It just allows to artificially inflate playtime. Remember whenever RoboCraft had RNG loot crates, and people had to grind to try to get a part, because you couldn't earn Robits to buy part, you had to get stuff out of crate, and then sell it to get Robit. Bad system. Bad system. This game, at least now, we can get everything we want through just sheer force of grinding if we don't get lucky with RNG, which is good. Okay, always have a mechanic like that in a game that has a bunch of grind, so people don't feel like they're just wasting their time. Because I have felt several times where I feel like I just wasted, a half hour of my life or so when I was grinding for stuff here. I remember I spent 6 hours one day, on and off, where I'd be like actively here and actively doing something else, grinding, trying to get a drop of a shard, and I never got it. Opened up, 60 or so shard packs, and never got it. It's RNG. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna go through this inventory. We'll see if we got the shard. If we didn't, tough luck. I'll probably keep grinding a little bit today on this game. It's a new update after all. I gotta see all the cool things that have happened. Maybe experiment a little bit with some new elemental combos. But that'll about do it. So if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new around here. And click that bell icon so you never miss a video. And we didn't get it. Alright. I will sort all this out, and then I will talk to you guys on, Tuesday? I'll see you for Tuesday RoboCraft? Yeah. Tuesday RoboCraft. Take care.